Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Making an Impact with Zebu Nation. Today we have for you Game 4 of the 2020 Major League Soccer regular season. It's pretty wild that we're only sitting here at Game 4. It's April 1st, April Fool's Day, but that doesn't change the fact that we've only played 3 games in MLS. That is crazy talk. Because you look at some of the other teams in the league, Toronto, New York, New England, they've already played 7 games. That's a pretty outrageous number of games to have in hand against those guys. But regardless, in our 3 games, we got 1 win, 1 draw, 1 loss. Total of 4 points, technically tied with Chicago for 8th place. But we got 3 games in hand against them. So we should be able to march up the table with just a win or 2 in our next few games. Now, it's pretty useless to look at these stats and stuff right now because the league is so out of whack. Because you have we have only played 3 games, but Philadelphia's only played 3 games. Houston, LA, Minnesota, we've all only played 3 games this season. So it's like, a good chunk of the league is too far behind for these stats to really make a lot of sense. So we're going to have to wait for the mid-season update, probably, because the quarter-season update, I don't think we'll be caught up to a lot of these teams because a lot of these teams are almost at their own quarter season of the season. So, we'll have to wait till mid-season to look at the stats and stuff. But we do have some transfers to look at. I've been sort of restless a little bit, been swapping players in and out. Frederic Carrera, left attacking winger. Going to send him out on loan. Going to send him to Valor over there in Iceland. Take a look at them. Their facilities, just sort of okay, but he's going to be getting first-team opportunities, which I think I would like to get him. At 18 years old, he's been progressing pretty well in training, so, we could keep him here, but honestly, I'd like to make some roster moves. So we're going to get him off the books. And one of those roster moves we've made, if we look at the transfer history here, we've brought in a new player for $650,000 from Flamengo in Brazil. Serie A in Brazil. Thiago. Who is Thiago? He is a 23-year-old goalkeeper. Look at this guy, 4 stars. 4.5-star potential. He's kind of the goalkeeper we were looking for. Reflex is only 13, which is a bit of a drawback, but everything else is really, really good. 15 aerial reach, 16 jumping reach, so he's going to be able to reach all those corners of the goal. Communication, command of area, all of this is pretty good, and he's only 23 years old, so he's just going to get better and better and better. So right now he's a goalkeeper for the future. He's valued at $2 million. He's got a bit of an injury right now, a damaged shoulder, so he's going to be out for a couple more weeks. So we're going to have to, have him heal for that injury and then get back in. And maybe by mid-season we might start working him into the lineup. But this goes along with one of my philosophies where if you have a team that you think is pretty good and you don't want to mess with their chemistry, but they're not quite performing the way you think they should, bring in a new goalkeeper. It's either bring in a new striker or bring in a new goalkeeper. That's basically my philosophy. Just keep the rest of the team the same. Bring in a high-quality keeper to, keep out the goals. So hopefully he can do that, and if he can't, it's fine. We've still got our other goalkeepers. Now, Crepeau did immediately come to us and say, whoa, is this guy here to replace me? And we said, you got to work hard and blah, blah, blah. And he seems okay with that for now. But we might have to deal Crepeau, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But, we'll keep him around for as long as we possibly can. So we're going to be making little roster moves like that here and there. I accidentally brought somebody back from loan. A left fullback. He was playing at Toronto FC 3. Where'd he go? Pantamith. I don't remember bringing him back, but I guess I did for some reason. Very good physicals. He's 6 foot tall. His technicals are not so good, so maybe we're going to bring him back to, up his training level. For whatever reason, we brought him back. He's here now, so I don't think we could send him out on loan one more time if necessary, but I guess, we'll keep him as is. Defender left, how's he looking? He can play fullback, so that's what we like. Working on his marking, which is definitely required. Tries to play his way out of trouble. I don't like that. But at this age, I don't like to mess with player traits because I think it takes away their other training. So I'd rather him be focused right now on his marking and just get that done. Maybe we can even boost him up to heavy. See how that works, because I don't think we're going to be playing him much. I don't know why we're here, but we have been playing with Algeria in our other sort of mini-series where we're trying to qualify them for the World Cup. So we're going to work on that. That's another series you can look at if you'd like to. It takes place in this same universe. So we are going out, much like our Canada under-23s. We got to play these games at the same time, but I'm just going to sort of break the series out into its own thing. But anyway, versus Columbus. See what Columbus is up to this year. A lot of familiar names and faces. I mean, we just played these guys in the Champions League, so we should be fairly familiar with them. Artur, Trapp, Chicana, Santos, Filipovic is back. That's going to help them out. Zardes up top as their lone striker. Stefan in goal. So a lot of familiar names and faces here. Just going to try to, get us caught up a little bit on what we're doing with MLS. Now we got some changes here in our own lineup. Of course, Lutweiler still in goal. Taylor, Bruno, Jaguar at defense. We got some of our new guys in. Duverne, got him in at fullback. Not just because, that's where he should be as being one of our designated players and one of our, best players talent-wise. But also, Carl Salmon is out, injured for 2 to 4 weeks. So we put him on the disabled list, again, to make a little room on the roster. He can be back after 6 games, but for now, he is out of the picture. So we got Deverne in there. Andre, we moved him back down to Segundo Volante so that we could bring in Junior Ramos at the box-to-box. Both those guys are very well suited to those positions, so we're happy about that. I didn't really want to demote Piet, but he's got a little bit of an injury too. He's only 88% fit, so he's a little tired. I don't know if he was on Canada duty. He was probably on Team Canada duty, so he's a little unfit. So we've got our sort of dream Brazilian combo right now in the midfield. At wingers, we got a bit of a change up there as well. Let me see. No real bad injuries to speak of. But Raheem Edwards didn't play too well in our last game versus Atlanta. So we wanted to bring in Petrasso. He's also coming back off Canadian duty, but he's okay for now. We got Romero in at the right wing, mainly because Mane was a little banged up, and he had, if you looked in the medical center, he had above average risk of injury. So where'd he go? He did have it, but he doesn't have it anymore. So I guess he got better after a day. I guess we could bring him back in if that's the case. Swap Romero over to the left-hand side and bring in Mane. That's fine, too. No problems there. I mean, we'd rather keep Petrasso healthy and not risk him for this game. Even though it's an important game versus Columbus, I think, Romero and Mane is a fine enough combination. So let's go with that. Of course, we got Jackson Amell, Kyle Larin up top. No question about that. Those two guys are still strong. They're not performing quite as well as they did last season, but they're still okay. And here we go. We've looked at the lineups. I don't think we need to look at them again, so let's just get to the dressing room. Pep talk. Here we go. we're the favorites, so go out there and impress everybody. That's fine. Set opposition instructions. Yeah. The old assistant coach Santos is working on a red card, so he could be out of here at any moment. We're going to close down on him. Close down on Jiao. However you pronounce that. I guess we'll stick with that for now. So let's go. Let's get to the tunnel. Send the assistant. Get out of here. I don't want to answer that. So here we are. A nice home game. Maybe bring some stability back to this season. A lot of Columbus fans have made the trip. We seem to have a budding rivalry with Columbus. Like, this level of fans we're looking at here is like, Toronto FC type crowd. So this is very good. All right, looks like they're going to get the first highlight. Taylor tackles Zardes, but Filipovic, that was way offside. Jiao, way offside. There's the flag man. Flag man, point the way. Get out of here. All right. Joseph Claude Jiao. I really don't know how you pronounce that, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. Old JCG was probably, I'm sure he's earned that nickname somewhere. So we'll go with that, JCG. Here we go, throw in, Felcher. Another highlight for Columbus. Not happy about this. Zardes to trap. He's triple covered in the midfield. I think we cannot do that. Here's Jiao out to Zardes. Just missed that. Split our defense right down the middle. Was forced to go over the goalkeeper. We should encourage our players to try more long balls forward. Okay, I'm not too worried about that, but we'll give it a shot. We'll let him give it a shot for a few minutes. Seriously overrun in the midfield. That's, par for the course. Struggled to keep possession. We need to retain possession. So which is it? Long balls or possession? So far, passing it long has not done much of anything other than give us 0 highlights. So at 30 minutes, maybe we'll change it up. Struggling to keep the ball. All right. Hit early crosses, get out of there. We're going to go to our normal halftime adjustment. Making too many adjustments, I think, in this game. I gotta calm down. We're going to chill. We're going to let this go for the... Oh, I know what the deal is. We're down to key highlights. Because we had a blowout in our last game that we saw on camera with Algeria. So I turned the highlights down just to get through that game, because otherwise we would have had a million highlights. So now we got to turn the highlights back up for a defensive struggle like this versus Columbus. Team we've already played twice this season in the Champions League. Beat them in the Champions League to move on, so that's good news, and hopefully we can beat them again. Because we could really use this win. Just any points we can get to keep within striking distance of the rest of the league is a pretty good idea. All right, second half pep talk. We can still win this. Okay, Lutweiler looks delighted. Analysis. How are we looking here? 9 shots to 1. 3 on target. 49% possession. This is a domination on our part. Normally we're down to like 43% possession or something crazy like that. 45 maybe. So for us to have 49% possession, 9 shots to 1, I think that's pretty good. So we'll keep doing whatever it is that we're doing. Is there anybody looking poor in terms of form? Duverne, we're going to keep him in. Taylor, going to keep him in. Romero's not looking so good at inside forward, so maybe we can change him back to winger. Would switching them around do anything? No, it just puts Mane in that same boat. So it depends on who we want to be playing out of position. I guess we'll keep Romero out of position. That could lead to Raheem Edwards coming in the second half, but we'll see. Let's go. It started to rain. good for everybody. What's the temperature out? We don't know. We can't see anything. Romero can't win that. Are there any highlights we can show? No, I guess not. Columbus is still going with the 4-1-4-1, so not a lot is going on in their end of the pitch. Santos and Zardes, and they've made no substitutions. So we're looking motivated. That's good on the left-hand side of the defense. Kyle Laren's looking motivated. Romero's rating is getting worse. Nope, better, worse, better, worse, up and down. 63 minutes and exactly nothing has happened. Stefan bombs it downfield, but Taylor is there. Gets it easy to Andre. Almost gets the ball stolen, but he gets it forward to Romero. Bad pass and Trap intercepts. Looks like they're getting it forward to Zardes. He's beat one man. The defense is closing in, and he just has to shoot it downfield. You know, it looks to me like Columbus is really just packing the ball, packing the defense. They're playing tight defense, but they're playing tight defense on their own third. So they're really sort of giving up the midfield, and they're probably just waiting to counterattack. Chicana is in. Oh, here we go. Andre with a free kick. Ooh, almost got that on goal. Our special teams is not that good this year. I've probably mentioned that a few times in videos, but it's one thing that sort of sticks out to me this year is special teams is just not that good. Here's Columbus trying to build up an attack now. Trap has it. Filipovic, he's definitely their playmaker, and with him back in the lineup, he makes them a little bit more dangerous. Santos is getting harassed by the whole defense. Gets it to Filipovic, back to Santos. He's going to get it forward to Zardes. Deflected there. Jaguar, good defense. Will Trap surrounded, gets it out wide to Chicana. Filipovic forward to Zardes, and I guess we defended that one pretty well. Looked like Fabricio Bruno got the steal there. Junior Ramos playing well, 7.0 rating. Bruno's trying to get it forward, nobody there. All right, we're going to change things up, and we're going to go more direct passing now. Because it looks to me like Columbus is changed tact, and they're going to start going forward a little bit. Trying to retain possession themselves, and maybe we can catch them on the counter attack. Now Filipovic gets it into Zardes. Lutweiler with a stop. That seems to be right now what their offense is going to be. They work the ball around until Filipovic spots an opening and tries to get it to Zardes. Seems to be their only attacking option at the moment, unless they score off a set piece or something like that. But no, they're not gonna. So get out of here. Filipovic is pretty tired. I'd like to see him get out of here soon. 82 minutes, 83 minutes. Oh boy, time has just started running since we've gone more direct. Santos gets it forward to Zardes. He is fouled by Jaguar, who's going to get some form of card. That can't be a red card. That was not that bad. Yellow. All right. We'll take that. First yellow card of the season for Jaguar. He's fine. He's a skillful defender. He's not really a physical smash him up kind of guy. Direct kick on Lutweiler, but he makes the stop. Tried to quick kick him, but to no effect. Filipovic, he's probably going to make it to the end of the game, but he's not going to be real happy about it. 88 minutes. All right, let's make a sub. We're going to bring in Raheem Edwards. Is that it? Is that all we can do? I could bring in Vasquez for Jackson Amel. Or Dupuis for Jackson Amel. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to put him on... no, he's a support. He's a support man, so he will stay with the support. We promised him some games off the bench, so there we go. We'll give him a couple of minutes off the bench. I mean, he started one of our 3 games, so that's a third of the season. He started games. I don't think his agent will buy that, but you never know. 90 minutes, 1 minute of stoppage time. So this has been just a game that has gone on, not forever, the opposite of forever. It's barely gone on at all. Manny with a steal. We're not even going to get our subs on in time. There it is. Our subs are waiting at the sideline. Didn't even get in the game. Full time. Junior Ramos had a good game. It's good for him. Kyle Larin played okay, I guess. Romero, Manny, not so good. Martinez got the man of the match for Columbus, 7.6 rating. Good for him. Filipovic had a 7.0 rating. Zardes, wow, 5.8. What's he looking these days? He should be kind of old, right? Well, 28 years old. That's not so old. He's still in his prime, so he should be still pretty good. Only 12 finishing. I don't know why I think this guy's so dangerous. Just to me, he's scored so many goals against me over the years and in various versions of FM that I think I have a little too much respect for Zardes. But anyway, let's get out of here. Not good enough. We should have won that. There we go. Everybody's fired up. We gotta have some emotion. We gotta understand that we're trying to win a supporter shield this year. We can't have this sort of nonsense. Beat a team that we should beat. That's how it should go. African Cup of Nations, the never-ending tournament, is still going on. So there's our game, I guess, for the day. I mean, we could come back for the Chicago game, do a sort of unscheduled double header. But I don't know about that. The video is probably long enough right now as it is. I guess we'll come back for more Champions League. I mean, why not just keep it going? Just keep the streak going. We're going to forget about MLS until mid-season, I guess, or until we're done with the Champions League. We'll just come back for the mid-season update. Who knows? Or the quarter-season update at the most, at the least. All right. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll come back. I mean, I am excited for all this Champions League stuff. It's just disrupted everything, and I'm out of sorts. So we're going to come back for the Champions League and see if we can beat Lyon and get to the Champions League final. That would be outstanding. So until then, until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.